Hey Active Kids, Cos here from WinActive, giving you another 5 to 30 session today. Today we're going to be focusing on balance and stability. Before we get started with the session though, make sure you got the thumbs up from your parents and guardians that you're able to do this session, and make sure you have space so you're not going to trip or slip over anything today. Another thing is mask restriction. So today I'm not going to be wearing my mask just so you can hear me nice and loud and clearly. So I'll just put that to the side. Make sure you guys are following the right restrictions that you need to be following and listening to your parents and guardians. But most of all, let's try to get the whole household and the family involved if we can today. Let's work as a team. Let's find our 30 together as a team and a whole family. So if you can, grab your parents, your guardians, your brother, your sister, whoever's in the house, and let's just get fit and active together. All right. So as we said, today's stability and balance. So I'll explain to you what we're doing later on throughout the session, but we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up first. So on one leg, obviously let's get warmed up. All right, from here, you're just going to open up our chest and our backs, maintaining that stability and balance. If you want a little bit of challenge, try to lift your hip up higher so you're 90 degrees. And let's go one arm over, one arm under. Beautiful. Switching legs. Now we're just going to go arm swings, just like that. Whoop. Watch our balance, keep our stability here. And squeeze our quad and our glute together so we're engaging it and keeping it stable. Awesome. All right, from here we're going to go into unilateral position and rotate, 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 rotate. So step forward, and the leg that's forward is the side you rotate to. Left leg, left side rotation. Right leg, right side rotation. Left leg, right leg, awesome. Left leg, rotating, working our upper back. So we call a nice fancy word for upper back is thoracic spine. So we're rotating the upper back, twisting, getting that all activated and warmed up. Beautiful. From here, back on one leg again, and you're gonna hold that position for 4, 3, 2, 1, jump, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump, switch. Now, if you're struggling with this one, you can just tap switch is the option as well, okay? But keep it up, back on your right leg. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg, whoop, work your balance. Don't lose it. 3, 2, 1. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really focusing on our balance and stability here. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're finding it too easy, try and close your eyes and do it. 3, 2, 1. That's a lot more challenging. So make sure you do the option that's suitable for you always and not overdoing it. So we don't want any injuries here. So making sure you're not losing technique and form. So we're keeping stable, keeping our core active, embracing as we switch, jump, and just hold through. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So from here, we're going to go back to one leg. From here, you're going to go step like that. So just like this, lean in. So opposite arm, come up, pause for a second, come back, other arm up, drive the knee, down, pause for a second, other up knee, drive, opposite arm. So left arm, right leg, then you come back, this arm comes up, just like that, rotating. So I'll give you that front position to show you how it looks from the front view. Give you that front view, working our balance again, our stability, working our hips, our core. We're activating those muscles. Probably starting to feel all your calves and everything firing up with this. Let's go other leg now, same thing. Let's go for another 6 reps of that. So leaning in, drive, leaning in, whoop, drive. Try to keep those hips stable, leaning in, drive. That's it. We call this movement the hip hinge. So we're hinging over, so we're leaning over. We call that the hip hinge. Then we're coming up, okay? Driving, contracting the glutes. So we're squeezing those muscles in the glutes and then coming back down. Opposite arm, opposite leg in front. Rotate, squeeze. And then again. Nice. See how we're working a little bit more stability control here? It's a tough workout. You probably feel those muscles already firing up, which is a good sign. Okay. So our muscles should be nice and activated now, but just to make sure, we're just going to jump into that squat hold position. So we're going to go squat hold like that. So knees in line for our shoulders, making sure our knees aren't coming in. We don't want that. So keep them either straight or you can keep them out. Up to you. Keeping your chest up, dropping down from the hip, squeezing the glutes, firing up the glutes. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep holding. Walk to the side. Walk to the side. One more to the side. Back to the center. Hold again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step, 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 step. Keeping our knees and our hips strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we should be nice and warmed up. Everything should be firing up. Shake it out if you need to. All right, so I don't know about you, my heart rate's up definitely, and my muscles are warmed up. So today we'll get started with our workout. As we've said already, stability and balance. So working our endurance in our muscles so that we're able to keep stable when we do the exercises and movement. So if you notice the squats, they might get a bit shaky after a certain amount of reps or a certain amount of holding that position. So this is going to help strengthen those muscles to help hold that position nice and strong for a long period of time. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is supersets. So we're going to do one exercise, straight to the other set exercise, rest a little bit, back into the first exercise, second exercise. Okay, so 2 exercises in 1 round, 2 exercises in 1 set. So first exercise is the squat hold. Like we just did then for the warm up, you're getting down, but this time we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So squatting down, hold for 30 seconds, up, and then we do the next exercise, which is arabesque. Similar to the warm-up exercise we've done before with that one, but this one's a little bit different. So foot straight ahead, arm straight, leg straight. You're going to go down to as low as you can, and then back up. And keeping that same leg. Okay? Working again the stability and the balance in the hip, the core, the ankle, the whole body pretty much. And then once you do that side, so we're going 10 reps on one leg, 10 reps on the other leg. So then we just switch legs, same thing, okay? All right, let's get started. So 30-second holds, starting in 3, 2, 1. In that squat position, hold. 30 seconds. Remember to maintain that core, brace the core, keep that knee out, those knees out, maintain that. If it's getting too difficult, come up a little bit higher. You might find it a little bit easier. So that's easier to hold, obviously. The lower you go, a little bit more intense it's going to get on the legs because you're increasing that range of motion. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. You know what to do. Arabesque, we call this exercise. So foot straight ahead, and a bit of a bend in the knees. Keeping up nice and tall, so nice good posture. Hip hinging like we mentioned before, so leaning over from the hip, not from the back, from the hip. So as long as you feel comfortable, if you can go all the way, go. If you can't, that's fine. Back down. So back down, back up, controlling it. 10 reps. Beautiful. Controlling. 4. Nice. 5. Keep it going. If you are struggling, you can use something to help you. So like a bench or a chair, 6. And just touching like that. That might help you, okay? If you're good, keep going with your body weight. 9. Good. We should be on the last one now. Let's go. 10. Perfect. Switching legs straight into the other exercise. Straight to the other side, sorry. And leaning over from the hip. Hip hinge. Trying to rotate the hip. That's it. Engaging your glutes. Make sure our knees not coming in. We're keeping a nice stable posture, stable hip, and working our balance, nice and easy. Remember, number's 10. Take your time. If you want to go a little bit slower, that's fine as well. Or if you want to go not as low, that's okay as well. So picking the option suitable for you. Keep that up. I've got one more. Nice. Oh, I'm feeling the burn for that one. So remember, we've got 3 rounds of that. So let's go back into that squat hold position. You know what it is, 30 seconds. Let's go for it in 3, 2, 1, in position. Remember, the lower you go, the harder it is. Try to not go lower than 90 degrees. So you want to keep it at 90, the lowest. You don't want to go any lower than that. So about 90 degrees, keep holding that position there. Almost done. I like to keep my hands straight ahead. That just helps me brace my core a little bit better and keep a nice good posture. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and up. Beautiful. Nice. Probably feeling those legs now. It's like a different feeling. So it's a different feeling from that aerobic or that strength plyometric exercises. So you might feel like a little bit more of a different burn, which is fine as long as you're doing your own level and focusing on your technique. So let's push through again. Bit of a bend in the knees. Keep our legs straight, leaning in from the hip, and then back again. So here we're working out hamstrings as well. Really good exercise. Obviously the stability is the focus today. Doing that unilateral movement, opposite arm, opposite leg. Focusing on that. Getting that stability, that balance. Awesome. Keep focusing on it. Remember, you can touch the chair or a bench or something like a water bottle or a box to help reduce that range of motion so you're not coming as low down. Makes it a little bit easier, okay? So make sure you're picking the options suitable for you. Even tapping if you need to reset at the start and then come down again. Beautiful. Other leg, same thing. Let's go for it. Opposite arm, opposite leg again. And go for it. That's it. Awesome. In the unilateral movements here, going to where you can, focusing on control and stability. Try not to come too much on your toes. Try to keep a bit more midfoot to heel. So if you notice I'm leaning a little bit more on my heel, that's just going to help me fire up my hammies and glutes a little bit better and help my control and stability. So I'm really working those muscles in my legs. Keep it up. I'm obviously trying not to rotate from the hip. Keep that going. Give me one more. Beautiful. All right. Whew. Who else is feeling their legs? I'm definitely feeling it. So, moving on from here, we've got the third and the last round. Okay. Little short breath, and then we get straight back into it, okay? Back into that squat hold. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Brace the core. Come in, hold. Doing good. Keeping that core engaged, keeping those knees out, focusing on that. If you need to come up a little bit higher, just like so, that's fine as well. Doing what you can. Five seconds. Remember, it's only a 30-second hold. 2, 1, good. All right, let's finish off the last set with the arabesques. Again, opposite arm, opposite leg, hip hinging, back up. Good, control it. 2, nice. That's it, keep strong. Remember the options. 3, 4, bracing that core, getting that breathing in. So breathing in, coming down, breathing out. Good, nice. 6, let's go. 7, nice. 8, good. 2 more. Controlling it, don't lose technique. 9, last one. Switch legs, same thing. Let's go for it. Again, focus. You might find one side's a little bit weaker than the other. Just take your time, work on that. Control. Remember to keep a little bit more on the heels, might help you. Tap if you need a reset, that's fine. Don't lose technique. Try not to rotate from the hips. Keep it stable. Keep your glutes active. Keep your adductors active. So the outside of the quad here is working as well. Almost done. Keep it up. One more. Go up, don't lose it. 10 and up, nice. Whew, I'm feeling the legs, that's for sure. All right, shake it out a little bit. Next one, we've got reverse plank and single leg glute bridges. Okay, let's explain the technique. Okay, so first exercise is a reverse plank. So like a plank, you can go knees bent, up, keeping the hips up, core engaged. We can go legs straight, keeping the hips up, core engaged. Legs straight's a little bit harder compared to the knees bent. Up to you, pick the option. So that's the first exercise. We're going to be holding for 30 seconds again. The next one's a single leg glute bridge. So like our bridges, we want to keep them like railway tracks, feet straight. But this time we're going to go one leg up like this, coming up, squeeze the glute with the one leg, back down. Squeeze the glute with the one leg, back down. Really working that stability in the one leg, okay? So if that's a little bit too difficult, you can use this leg to support you a little bit and then try to hold up like that. One leg, so maybe holding that isometric hold might feel a little bit better, or just keeping both legs on the ground and holding that glute bridge position with two legs. Again, that'll help you because we're working the isometric movement, which is going to be a bit more stability. So you're working the stability and the strength and endurance in those glutes and those hips. Let's get started. So let's start with the reverse plank to start off with. So in our position, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to time while I'm in that plank position. So if you see me stopping, keep going till I tell you guys to stop. So let's start in 3, 2, 1. Pick the option that's suitable for you. And like the plank, we want to keep our body like a plank. So nice and neutral. Keep our core engaged, our glutes engaged as well with this. Holding that position there. Keep a neutral posture. Making sure the hips are not sinking too much or coming up too high. So just nice and straight with the body. Keep maintaining that. I'm just checking the time. Almost done in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Remember the option was knees bent for that as well. Okay, let's go single leg glute bridges. Straight into it. We've got 10 on each side. So let's start. Let's go. Down, up. Keep your core engaged, squeezing the glute, making sure we're not arching from the back. We're keeping that core engaged, maintaining that. 2 reps, 3, 4. So if it's too difficult, you can just hold the glute bridge and just hold there till we're done, and then you rest, and then you do it again for 2 rounds. Keep that up. Give me a couple more. Keep that core engaged. 1 more, and switch legs. Good, nice. Up. And if you're doing 2 legs, you're going back up and you're holding. If you need a rest, you can rest for a bit and then come back up again. Keep that up. You're probably really starting to feel those hips working now. Remember, don't lose technique. Keep your form, making sure our glutes are working, our core's engaging. We don't want to be working our back, so keep that hips tucked in a little bit and core engaged. Go 1 more. Nice. Beautiful. Back into that reverse plank position. All right. And starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, knees bent is the option. Keeping our core engaged, glutes squeezing, or legs straight. Holding that position. Okay? Doing good. Almost done. Squeeze those glutes. Make sure we're not sinking. Keeping our quads engaged as well, locking in the glutes, probably feeling that a lot of places in the body. Keep pushing through for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into our single leg glute bridges. All right, legs straight, and let's go. Remember the options, 2 leg, just holding that glute bridge, just like so. 3 and 4, keep going. 5, 6. You might be starting to feel the core. That's fine, because it's really working on bracing our body and keeping our hips stable. Probably feeling the glutes, maybe a little bit in the hammies. These are all normal. Should feel the muscles working. Let's switch legs and go straight into it. Core engaged, 2. Remember the option, 3 is both legs holding that position. 4, 5. Try to use that leg as momentum too much, try to control it. 6, try to keep this leg straight. Coming up with the hip, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Beauty. We've got 1 more round. 3 sets is our number. So back into our reverse plank position. You know the options. Knees bent or legs straight. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Keeping that core engaged. Arms nice and straight. Keeping those hips up. Make sure those hips aren't sinking. Keeping our core, glutes firing up. Knees straight, pushing through. Almost done, keep holding, done. Beautiful. Single leg glute bridges again, finishing off the last round in position. 3, 2, 1, up, pause, down, up, pause, down, up, pause, down, again, up, pause, down, up, pause, down, keep that up. 8, 2 more, 9, keep that core engaged, 10, nice. Again, let's go, same thing, straight into it. 1, beautiful. As a team, working together. 2, it's not a race. We're working stability here. 3, 4, almost done. 5. This exercise is really good as well if you do a lot of sitting down. So we're really stretching those muscles that work when you're sitting down, and strengthening the muscles that don't work when you're sitting down. So last one, beautiful, awesome, fantastic exercise. Catching your breath. All right. Quick sip of water if you need. We'll start finishing off soon with the side planks, and then we'll call it a session, guys, with some cool downs and stretches, and we're done. All right. Quick sip, and straight to the side planks. I don't know about you guys, I'm definitely feeling all the legs, the core engaging, really stabilizing them shoulder joints and those hip joints, which are really important in sports as well, because they're the muscles that you need to jump off and keep stable, and so you don't trip or roll over anything. So they help keep those legs stable and keep you injury free as well, because they're preventative exercises for injury. So really good exercises to keep in your routine. Okay. All right, so we've probably caught our breath a little bit now. We're going to go to the side planks. So how this is going to work is, I'll explain to you on the floor, is legs straight. So top leg in front, so this top leg here is in front. Lifting up, hold on the hips. Use option 1. Option 2 to hold your hand or your shoulder to support it. Option 3 is knees bent. That might help you. And again, if you need that extra support, again, you can use a hand or support the shoulder. It's up to you. We're going to do 30 seconds on this side, 30 seconds on the opposite side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Pick the option that's suitable for you. Let's start. That's it. Trying to keep our body like a plank, nice and neutral. We don't want our hips too back or anything like that. Keep the hips up, make sure they're not sinking. Maintain that for another 12 seconds. Probably feeling that all along the sides, which is good. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Awesome. Switching sides. So straight into it in 3, 2, 1. Good. So right now we're working the side part of our body, which are called obliques here. So really working those obliques. That's the primary muscle that we're working. So just a fancy word for the side muscles that come across here that control this movement, so that bending movement, and also that control a bit of rotation as well. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Short little rest, getting into position, catching your breath. Let's get straight into it. We've got 3 sets. So this is our last 2 sets for the day. So let's finish off strong in that position again. In 3, 2, 1, straight into it. 30-second holds. Holding that out, doing good guys, push through. 12 seconds, keep that up. 8 seconds, 5, 3, 2, 1, and down, nice. Getting into position again for the second set, straight into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'll give you a better view. Sorry guys. Hopefully you guys can see me well. Holding that out. Doing good, doing good. Push through, maintain that. Make sure your hips aren't sinking. Keep that up. Almost done. Remember, if it's getting too difficult, the option is knees bent. 3, 2, 1, good. Catch your breath. All right, short little rest. We'll get back into the third and last set. Okay, in position. Definitely feeling it, guys. Hope you guys feeling it too. Should be feeling it, that's for sure. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's start. Maintain that. Remember the options, knees bent, might be a little bit easier. If you need to support that shoulder, you've got these 2 options as well. 10 seconds. Keep holding them hips nice and up, and make sure they're not sinking, and nice and neutral as well with the body. Almost done, down, rest. Let's get ready into position again for the other side. In 3, 2, 1, straight into it. Let's push through. Give you a better view. Push through. Focus on your technique. Don't lose form. Concentrate on your breathing, making sure you're not holding your breath for breathing, keeping strong. Almost done. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Nice. Whew, that was definitely a challenge. So let's start wrapping it up. Start cooling down, finish it off. Grab a quick sip of water, shake out the muscles. If you need to, give us a few seconds to rest, catch your breath. Give each other high fives or elbows these days. So making sure we catch our breath, quick sip. We'll get started to a little bit more cool down. We'll finish off some little bit more stability and balance as well, and some stretches, then we'll call it a session. A little bit different, hey, but good exercises there. As you probably heard throughout the session, we're working those muscles that help prevent injuries. You know, they're really good for keeping stable joints, healthy joints, which is really important, especially if you're doing a lot of running, a lot of sports, and change of directions. So that'll help you keep stable while you change your directions, and help keep you that balance when you go in for a ball or for a tennis shot or whatever your sport is. Really going to be helping you guys. So let's get started. Just finish off with a bit of a balance test for you guys. So keep that leg up, hold that leg there. Let's try to hold for 30 seconds. Maintain that. Okay, like I said before, try to keep your knee in line with your hip. If it's too difficult, you can just hold like that, or if you want on your foot, a little bit easier. If you want a challenge, keep your knee in line with your hip, holding that up. If that's getting too easy, try to close your eyes. It's a lot more challenging and you might start to focus that, you might start to find that you're losing balance. So that just makes it a little bit more of a challenge. So keep that going, doing good, don't lose your balance, and good. Other leg, straight up. Keep holding, knee up in line with your hip. Remember, to make it a little bit more of a challenge, you can close your eyes and you start to notice it gets a lot more harder. And 3, 2, 1, switch your legs. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, here's a hard one. Try to keep your legs straight. So give that side view, legs straight, even harder. So you might find the core kicking in a little bit more, your muscles trying to keep it stable, your leg trying to keep up from your quad and your hip. So a little bit more of a challenge here. If it's too hard, go back to the knee bend, okay? And keep that up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Let's go. Other leg. Even if you want, you can do some alphabet letters. A, B, C, D. Makes it a bit more of a challenging. E, because now we're working our balance while we're moving. F, H, I, J, C, D, F, G, C. All right, beautiful. Shaking it out. Sorry, lost track. All right, shaking it out. All right, from here, you're going to stretch out our quads. Grabbing your leg, keeping your knee back, hip forward, squeeze our glute, and we're going to stretch all along our quad. So we don't want our knee here, we want it back, we don't want our hip bend, we want it forward, and we want to be contracting our glute. So just making sure these muscles are working, so we're squeezing those muscles, engaging, pushing through, and then shake it out, give it a bit of a shake, switch legs, same thing. Now if you need to hold on to your partner, or a wall, or a bench at home, or a chair, that might help you so you don't lose balance. But if you want to keep working on your balance like we've done today, you can work on your balance like that. I know some people like to pull their ear, whatever you find easier, just arm out, up to you. Shaking it out, awesome. Legs out straight, leaning in, stretching out our hamstrings. So trying to keep our knees straight, lean in, stretch out our hamstrings. Go as low as you can. If you can touch the floor, that's good. If you can't, touch your shins or touch your toes or touch wherever you can. Try to keep those knees straight as you do it. Beautiful. Okay. In the rotation, so we're going to cross our legs, twist our body, rotate, just like that. So that side view. So push up from the leg, rotate. Working our torso, stretching out our obliques a little bit. Other side. Keep holding that stretch. Beautiful. Bring your feet in, just like that. Working all our groin, stretching out our adductors, keeping a good posture. Beautiful. Give a bit of a shake. All right. From here, stretching out our glute medius. So leg up like this, in line with your knee and your hip. So your knee in line with your hip, knee in line with your ankle. Both shoulders on the floor. Grab your leg and push down, but make sure this shoulder doesn't lift up. We're keeping that shoulder down, so if you want to straighten your arm out, and just push this knee down and try to stretch out our glute medius. We call this muscle here. So just where your hip is, the side of your hip, we're just trying to push down and pull nice and slowly. Working those muscles. Beautiful. Again, other side. Stretch. Awesome. Last one, just your glutes from all those glute bridges. Just leg on top of the other leg, just like that. If you can see, you're going to put your arm through here, like that. Grab your other arm, grab your leg, push in towards your body. So towards your body, and stretching out our glute here. Okay? Some people, if you're a little bit tight and might feel it in their hamstring a little bit, that's fine. Beautiful. Other leg, just to finish it off. Awesome. All right, let's just do the cobra. Coming into this position here, hips down, arms straight. If it's too difficult, knees on your elbows, just like that, is another option. So just holding that stretch. Pick the one suitable for you. Breathing from the stomach and out. Give me a couple breaths. Last one. Beautiful. Dropping your hips down, stretching out the back and the arms. Head between your arms. And we're done. Hope you enjoyed today's section. If you have any questions or anything, please let us know. And hope you enjoyed that, and keep up with your 30 minutes 5 times a day. That's a goal. So let's get the whole household involved, and I'll see you next time. See you later.